Not only am I going to show you the best Mega Live settings, I'm also going to tell you why they are the best Mega Live settings.
I can't wait to hear this.
All right, so we start up here. The Mega Live pinging is on. I keep it on forward mode. And now let's drop down here to the forward display mode. I have that on 30. Auto sensitivity, contrast, I have that turned off. Let me just turn it on real quick so you guys can see what kind of difference that makes. So with it off, you see how it kind of makes things pop a little bit more for me. So I like leaving that off right now. Let's see, let's go on down to the sensitivity. Of course, we have that on 16. Let's just play around with that real quick. So for me, like I said, I like running mine hot. You see how it made these out here pop a little bit better. So let's dial it down and just watch how those fish kind of get more and more faint. But if we crank it back up, see how they come back and they start getting brighter. So that makes everything pop a little bit better for me. Contrast, I just showed you guys what the contrast does. Dynamic contrast on high. Forward range, I have it set out to 95 feet, guys. So you can get some good distance out of here once you learn how to read the screen and know what you're looking for. The Mega Live colors on 3. Persistence mode, again, that is high, and that is that purple haze. So these fish are moving from right to left now, and it leaves that trail right behind it. That's why I like using that purple haze. All right, so that is it. That's all she wrote, guys. Those are the best Mega Live settings.
Is he serious?
The catch is that those are the best Mega Live settings for me on that day on that lake.
Right. You tricked me.
I get asked a lot about my settings and how am I getting my images so clear. Most people want a one-size-fits-all solution.
One size fits all my butt.
One size fits all? I don't think you're going to find that. The reality of it is that the settings and what you have to do to obtain clear images really depends on the lake, the water clarity, water depth, even the time of year. As we all know, pollen itself can play a big factor. Adjusting your settings is something that you're just going to have to get used to.
It's too much work.
Yes, it is a lot of work, but if you want to get the return on your investment that everybody is hoping for, you're going to have to take the time and put in a little work to make sure you achieve what you want to see on that screen. For me, I spend a lot of time out on the water. Sometimes I just go out, don't really fish that much, and spend a lot of time locating structure, fish, and different types of cover that I want to scan and then be able to see with my Mega Live system. Putting in that extra time is really crucial to being able to get the return that you want. What I suggest is to take the time to go out on the lake, put your fishing poles down, and just concentrate on using your electronics. That way you become more familiar with the settings, what the adjustments are that need to be made, and a lot of the different things that it takes to achieve the quality of the image that you want. Nothing's going to beat the time on the water and you putting in the work to get the results that you want. You can ask people about their settings. You can even go on other people's boats. You can look at all of the videos that you want, but there are too many factors, like the ones I mentioned earlier, that can determine the quality of the image that you're going to get. Take the time, go out on the lake and put in the work. Scan using your side imaging, sonar, or your down scan and find some cover, find some structure, find fish that you see that are suspended. You can then turn the boat around and get lined up with your live imaging. You've already seen it on your sonar or your down imaging. Now you can pinpoint that cover, structure, or fish that you have found and spend the time that you need getting that Mega Live system dialed in. At that point, it's really just taking the time to play around with those settings, sensitivity, contrast, the things that I mentioned a little earlier, and just getting your system dialed in yourself. You may get everything dialed in one day, come back a different day, or especially if you go to a different lake, things may need to be changed a little bit. So one size fits all. Try not to get into the mindset of thinking of your adjustments to your settings that way. You always want to fine tune those to get them to have the best results that you can get on that particular day, on that particular lake, and at that time of the year. This was just a quick video to give you my insight into how you can get the best settings with your Mega Live 1.290 update. Be sure to watch this next video, which will go a little deeper in detail.